is Marie Walker-Riddle, and I'm here talking with John Chow, my new series. And John, I have a couple questions. People might not know you. So what do you do? I know. What do you do?
Well, I don't really do anything if they don't know me. That's fine. I mean, see, one of the advantages is that, you watch like Lifestyle Rich and Famous. Well, the problem with being rich and famous is the famous part. You have no freedom. You walk on the street and that's when you're accosted. Like, there's no way Bill Clinton could walk down the street without Secret Service guarding him and everything else. And frankly, I'd rather not have that. I mean, and actually, I don't want this lifestyle anyway. But
right.
but the thing is, rich is great. Rich and free sounds better than rich and famous.
Okay, and how did you get there?
Well, basically, if I would put down two words,
right.
2 words.
I love this.
Basically, it would be serve millions.
Serve millions. Okay.
Your income or your net worth is directly proportional to how many people you serve. Or what I mean by that, not necessarily how many people you serve, but how many people you affect in that sense. Like, let's just say, I used to have an old saying that if you want to live with the masses, you serve the classes.
Okay.
And while you want to live with the classes, you serve the masses. So, you look at Walmart, the family's worth over $100 billion if you take all the 5 people together. It's because they serve millions of people. You go to Walmart, have millions of customers go every day. They employ 2 million people, and they serve the masses. That's why they're the classes. Okay. Bill Gates, Microsoft, his software is in 90% of all computers. Okay? So when you look at, how can I make a lot of money, get rich, you got to look at basically how can I impact a lot of people. And when most people look at a job, the problem is their sphere of influence or the amount of people they can impact is very, very limited.
True.
Right? So and that's why it's very, very hard to get rich at a job. Right? And when you actually do get rich at a job, let's say you're a pro basketball player, but you might say that, oh yeah, I'm getting a $40 million contract, whatever. But the bottom line is you are still impacting the masses because you entertain millions of people.
And you do, right?
Yeah,
through
exactly.
your blog, johnchow.com.
That's right. Through my blog, and I have hundreds of thousands of people I impact. They visit my blog, my social media following, the book I published, that kind of stuff. So basically, remove yourself from the formula. Because most people think most people think of increasing wealth by increasing their own intrinsic value. Right. Like they go, I need to make more per hour. I need to go back to school to get that certificate so I can be worth more. But the thing is, you're just trading hours for dollars, and there's only 24 hours, and that does not move. For 24 hours, so you got intrinsic value, which is your hours per hour, your dollars per hour, against a 24-hour limit, and you can't work 24 hours a day. Right? So you got to remove yourself from the equation. In this case, my equation is I have a business, in which is my blog, which has basically 250,000 readers on a daily basis. So that suddenly became the multiplier. It's how much does the blog make times the mirror. That's the upper limit, which is what's much greater than 24.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I can actually control both. It's like I can get the number of readers. I can try to increase that. You can't increase the number of hours you work. I'll do 24 is the limit. So I have control over that multiplier. I also have control over the intrinsic value. Like right now, I'm making X amount per visitor. If I'm making $5 per visitor, I can reach to $6 per visitor. That's a 20% increase, instantly automatic. Right? Or I can increase the number of visitors.
Sure.
Right? So I can affect both. And both of those, and by removing myself from an opponent, I am not, and have not myself be there. So basically, I can do stuff that's more important to me instead of trading my time for money. Okay. And you look at most people trade freedom for freedom. Look at this. You're working 5 days a week to what? To earn money, so you can have 2 days of freedom. Right? So, yeah,
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, so, yeah,
and hopefully Friday night.
You're trading freedom for freedom, and that really doesn't make much sense to me. Right? So don't try to do that. In other words, not that I'm down on a job.
Right.
I'm not down on a job because let's face it, people need jobs, and we need people to serve us food and stuff. But it's just I don't want to have a job. Right. In other words, I'd rather be live with the classes than the masses.
So do you consider what you do blogging as a job?
No. I mean, I started a blog with no intent of making any money. It was a hobby.
Okay.
Right? And so if the blog made no money today, I would still be doing it.
Okay. So that leads into what we talked about before, which is passion.
Yeah.
So what are you passionate about when you blog?
I'm passionate. Well, if you look at the blog, blogs. Well, I guess the blog called johnchow.com, so I guess I'm passionate about me.
Yeah. Of course.
but mostly it's about what I do, about how I live, and places I go, my family, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And it's also about how I make money.
Okay.
And how I make money online, because that's what I do. I make money online. That's what that is my vehicle.
Right.
See, that's my vehicle to wealth. The internet is a tremendous multiplier. It allows you to reach a tremendous amount of people. So when I look at setting my business, you can set about any kind of business, but most business is jobs.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you look at your business, you got to look at, can you remove yourself from the business, and can this business reach a tremendous amount of people?
Right.
Right? So that's why, and the internet is a way to do it.
Okay, so one last thing is, if someone was going to come to you and ask, they want a blog, what do they do? What would you give them? What's the one key piece of advice you would give them?
If they want a blog, I would ask them, it's several things. First of all, find out what you like to blog about, like what you're passionate. Find out what you're really passionate about, right? And then do some research to find out if your subject is worth money.
Okay.
Right? Like you may be
So
passionate.
niche. You need a niche.
Yeah, your niche. Like find the size of your niche. Like just so happen, I blog about how to make money on the internet. That's an extremely huge marketplace. There's millions of people
that are interested in that topic.
And yeah, it would never go away. That's just one of the things that people like to do. They want to make more money. They want to lose weight. They want to find members that attract themselves to the opposite sex. That kind of stuff. That kind of stuff never goes away.
Right.
Yeah. But if you're passionate about basket weaving, you might have a very limited number of potential readers. So, so you might look at the next topic you're passionate about.
And that's good. So one other thing that happens, this is the last question, I promise. But one other thing that most people worry about when they blog is SEO and how they can draw traffic to their site. Do you have any recommendations, or you actually have a quote? You say Google will eventually find you. Mm-hmm. Don't get so hung up on SEO. Is that still true? You still think
basically, my quote is basically right for people, not for Google.
Right for people, not for Google.
Yeah, because Google follows people, and if people find your blog and they come to your blog, Google will eventually find you. And my only thing SEO is I just make sure my title tag is very, very keyword friendly.
Okay.
Other than that, the blog post itself is just written for as I'm talking to you right now.
Okay, great. All right, thank you for watching.